here in downtown Winchester, California. We're so happy that you're here. Love seeing all these faces, especially all these new faces. It's very exciting. It's beautiful and chilly kind of day. Please join me in starting this off with a song that I call I Expect to Be Blessed. I expect to be blessed. I expect to be blessed. And I expect to be blessed. Live my faith in the past. Live my fully expressed. And yes, 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 I expect to be blessed. 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 Put my faith to the test. Live life fully expressed. And yes, 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 I expect to be blessed. 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 Put my faith to the test. Live life fully expressed. Yes, 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 I expect to be blessed. I expect to be blessed. And I expect to be blessed. One more time. And I expect to be
Good morning, everyone. Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Yolo. My name is Reverend David Clark, and I'm the senior minister here. And I'm so happy to see you all. What a wonderful morning this is, yeah? Yes. I'm just blown away by the amount of love that I have seen pouring in for our friends and family down in Southern California. And we have ties. We've got 1 degree of separation between us and Southern California. A lot of our friends, a lot of our family. Some of us have been deployed down to Southern California to aid in the recovery and the support. And your son is down in Southern California. You can see the fires from his house.
He is, David. He sent me a text with a picture of a fire down his street. But they did contain that, and he's still waiting to find out that he's got a go bag. He and my daughter-in-law. So, and my partner and his wife are on the musical and the theater that we're going to do the musical in. There is fire behind that.
Oh no!
But so far, everything so far all my friends and family are fine. So God is good.
Yes. So in our prayers, let us know that that there is no spot where God is not. And no matter what is happening, we always have the love and support and companionship of God. And that comes through in each and every one of us. God shines through. We're going to talk about that a little bit more today in today's talk. But I did want to let you guys know that there is a fund to support the CSL communities down in Southern California, which there are many, and to provide general support. So for more information, journey to this website. There's a little QR code there. But we're doing what we can to help support the efforts of recovery and just knowing that everything is unfolding with the constant presence of God. So on that note, welcome to our streaming audience. Our streaming camera's working. Great. I have to announce that as good because it's not, it doesn't always happen. But so that's wonderful. If you're new here, I should let you know that we have our bathrooms are downstairs in the fellowship hall, and we also have a bathroom that's right through this corridor that if you need to use for emergencies, it's on the right-hand side as soon as you go up that ramp. But try to avoid using that during service so that you don't become part of the service. We like that. So You may be wondering what you've gotten yourself into here at the Center for Spiritual Living Yolo. What do they study? What do they believe? What do they do there? Well, we study the science of mind, and the science of mind teaches spiritual principles and how to bring about our good, which we are all seeking, good. How to bring about our good through thought, belief, and the interconnectedness of all life. It's a realization that God is not out there somewhere, but right here within us, right where we are now. And it's the realization that there is a power for good in the universe greater than we are, and we can use it. We can use it in our everyday lives. And that's what this month is all about as we talk, as we go back to basics, back to the basic foundational tenets of our belief and what we believe and how we believe. So one of the ways that we utilize that power that we have over our lives, is through what we choose to believe. And we choose to believe four specific things here at the Center for Spiritual Living Yolo, and I want to share those with you now. Number one, we believe that love is all there is. Everything is an expression of love, a call for love, a result of love. You cannot make one move in your life without thinking of someone or something that you love. So we pay a lot of attention to where we apply our love and how we apply our love in this philosophy. Number two, we believe that all thought is creative and influential. Thoughts are things. And everything you see around you now, from the carpet to the chairs to the chandelier to your beautiful, wonderful selves, have been preceded by thought. Everything. So we pay a lot of attention to what we think and what we believe in this philosophy as well. Number three, we believe that you are whole, perfect, and complete exactly as you are right now. Exactly as you are right now. And it may test your mind a little bit. You may think, oh, well, I need to do this, and I need to get that promotion, and I need to get that car, and I need to lose some weight, or I need to, whatever. No, right now, the you that is you, beyond all condition, is whole, perfect, and complete. And we believe that about ourselves, and we believe that about each other, because we come from a whole, perfect, and complete source that only creates whole, perfect, and complete things. So that's an easy calculation to make. We are whole, perfect, and complete. And it's not just the people in this room. Each and every person walking this planet is whole, perfect, and complete. And number four, we believe in a world that works for everyone, and we're working from that world together. And it's a world that may not look like it works for everyone, but it operates on the same principles of love and law and cause and effect that it always has since the beginning of time. And what this philosophy does is explore how to use those natural laws to bring about our good and to bring about the world that we want to see and that we want to take part in. So we believe that right now we live in a world that works for everyone. So now that that's been said, we head to my favorite time of the day, our namaste time, when we get a chance to look at each other in the eye and to recognize the divinity that is standing right across from you. Recognize that whole, perfect, and complete person that is standing before you. And we do that with namaste. So let's greet each other. And if you're so inclined, come swing by the camera and greet our online audience. It's awesome here. How wonderful it is. How wonderful it is to have that greeting. Isn't that great? That little simple thing of walking around and namaste and recognizing the divinity in each and every person that you see is so wonderful. So thank you for taking part in that. So now, please welcome our practitioner of the day, Joyce Bahati. She's going to share with us our vision and mission and today's affirmation. Good morning, Joyce.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yes, what a beautiful morning we have. All these wonderful smiles. So, our vision statement. Yes. Our vision is to create an environment for all to realize the power of spiritual connection. And I'll read that again. Our vision is to create an environment for all to realize the power of spiritual connection. And our mission statement: to provide a sanctuary for all to be lifted, inspired, to embody spiritual principles, and to live their inherent greatness. I invite all of you to say that with me. To provide is to provide a sanctuary for all to be lifted and inspired to embody spiritual principles and live their inherent greatness. And our affirmation, I'll have to turn it around and see. As I align my thoughts with love, harmony, and abundance, the universe works perfectly to bring them into form. Let's stand up and say that together, because that's a truth that we can anchor ourselves within. As I align my thoughts with love, harmony, and abundance, the universe works perfectly to bring them into form. And so it is.
So it is. Good morning, everyone. It's announcement time.
Good morning.
Good morning. First up, I have to apologize because last week, never do these slides when you're under the weather, I was looking at the wrong month, so the dates were wrong. So, and year. How rude. It's bad enough I have to grovel. All right, so CSL Yolo's annual community meeting is the 26th, which is 2 weeks on Sunday. And it'll be after the service in the fellowship hall downstairs. And we'll set up a Zoom link for those that want to attend virtually. And we're going to go over the highlights of the 2024 accomplishments. And we'll have the year-end treasurer's financial report, along with nominations for the 2025 board, so someone else can come up here and do these announcements. and an overview of the ministries, the programs, and initiatives that we have for 2025. And next up, another date error. June Robinson's gratitude group was followed by a book review every second Tuesday of the month, and it's going to meet on January 14th, so this Tuesday. Held at the community room in Davis, 1221 Kennedy Place. And the gratitude group will meet at 4, and it's followed by the book review at 4:30. And for more information, you can text June at 530-574-4202. And another book club is Dixie's Metaphysical Book Club, and it's here in Winters, and it's currently discussing The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. All are welcome, and to join her group, email Dixie at dixiesbookclub@gmail.com or call her 530-212-5026. And it's Fridays at 5:30 p.m. over on Grant Street, that way, 212 Grant Avenue in Winters. Lastly, the Blue Rose is hosting another concert with Carol Manson and the Blue Skies Band. And to quote the Inside Sacramento magazine, Carol Manson is a singer who soars. So that should be great. And that's on January 18th, 6 p.m., $30 with light refreshments included at the Blue Rose. And you can go to the website bluerosewoodland.com for more info and to register. And anything to add?
Yes, thank you, Peggy.
Yep.
You mentioned it. And so, yeah, the Blue Rose House Concert Series is something that my partner Erica and I have put together. We had a wonderful season, and we're starting our new season off with a favorite of this congregation, Carol Manson. So I really hope you can come and support her. But I also wanted to let you know that the following night, so that's Saturday, so you can have a really fun-filled weekend. On Sunday night, my bossa nova band, Mice Bossa, will be playing at Twin Lotus Thai. That's in Sacramento area. To get more information, you can look that up, Twin Lotus Thai. It's a restaurant, and actually all you have to do is reserve seats there, and you can order food. There is no cover charge, but we need to get everybody, to get all the seats filled and to make it work. And that's going to be on Sunday evening. There's going to be 2 shows, one at 5 o'clock and one at 7 o'clock. And if you want more information, you can also go to micebossa.com, M-A-I-S, Bossa, B-O-S-S-A.com. Thank you.
All right, that's all we have. Thank you.
That's our board president, by the way. Give it up for Peggy. All right, now as we enter into the more contemplative portion of today's service, please join me in singing this wonderful Michael Gott song, There Is Only Love. In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and
all you know how impressive that just was. I'm just back from my second knee replacement, and I'm loving it. Thank you. I'm going to do the sacred readings this morning. This first one is from Ernest Holmes, Science of Mind. If we say we can only experience a little good, then we shall experience but a little good. But if we say, with Emerson, there is no great and small to the soul that maketh all, then we may experience a greater good because we have conceived it. Therefore, our belief sets the limit to our demonstration of a principle which, of itself, is without limits. Second one is Matthew 8:13. Go thy way, and as thou hast believed, so believe it done unto thee.
So all of you, take a long deep breath with me. Knowing and trusting that there's only one life, one presence, one power active in life everywhere. I know it by all the sacred names throughout all of humanity. I choose to call it God, that infinite spirit that gives life, love, energy, health, well-being, ideas, the wonders of the universe within each and every one of us. I give thanks for this truth. I'm knowing that this perfect moment that we are living within is a moment given in that perfect expression of God. Therefore, I give thanks for this truth. I let it be in the energy of the all and all that is wonderful and good. And if you just say it with me, and so it is.
Thank you so much, Joyce. In January we get back to basics here, and so one of the things that makes me reflect on is my pathway here to Science of Mind. And I wanted to share a song that I wrote way before I got involved in this philosophy, and I think it's a good reminder to be aware of sometimes when God is whispering to us, and that then when we finally hear the louder voice, we're ready to take that in. And so this is a song I wrote called Angel's Ball. Change it back to the original key.
Big difference.
When I think about the possibilities of what we are, we could be a wave or a particle or part of a star. And while we wrestle with demons, the angels dance in the hall, and then we're reminded that we were invited to the ball. What was once a tiny little part of me is now in you. And while we wrestle with demons, the angels dance in the hall. And then we're reminded that we were invited to the When I think about the possibilities of what we are, we could be a wave or a particle, or part of a star. And while we wrestle with demons, the angels dance in the hall. And then we're reminded that we were invited to the ball. To the ball. To the
Thank you, Billy. So, here we are in the middle of Back to Basics month. And just to do a little recap, last week we talked about the thing itself. And what is the thing itself? We've got a great quote here that explains exactly what that is. The study of science of mind is a study of first cause, spirit, mind, or that invisible essence, that ultimate stuff and intelligence from which everything comes. The power back of creation, the thing itself. Wow. That's pretty big, eh? But that's what we're talking about. That's what we're studying. That's what we're aligning with. When we say we're one with Spirit, this is what we're one with. The power in back of everything. Powering every star. Powering every atom. Powering everything. That's the power that we have access to. And this week we're going to talk about the way it works. And before we get into that, though, we have to figure out how we, ourselves, our beautiful, wonderful selves, are connected to this big old thing. Where is that connection? Well, we have to do a little bit of math. I know, wrong. Unless you're a math fan. There's some math fans out there. Yeah, there's a couple. I see you nerds out there. Blessings to you, blessed you math heads, but I'm not one of those. So we have a very simple equation, a divine equation that I call it, that will kind of explain our connection. So, we start with spirit. And science and religion agree. I have mentioned this a couple of times before, but science and religion, they agree on one very important point. Very important point. And that point is that we have a beginning. We started it. Somehow, science calls it the Big Bang. Christianity calls it the Word. And every different religion and philosophical shade calls it something. But we had a beginning. Something started all of this. And the theory in this philosophy, what we say is that before existence, there was this cause, this beginner, this starter. And so we call that spirit. And so that was all that existed before existence, right? So we start with spirit. And so we say spirit plus, well, nothing. Because nothing was here, right? Before existence, it was non-existence, which is nothing. So we have spirit, and we're adding nothing, and that equals existence. Existence sprang forth from spirit, because there was nothing else here at the time before time. So from this, we can conclude very easily that spirit plus nothing equals you. So everything around us is made of spirit. You are made of spirit. Every single little bit of you is made from God. So that is our relation to the thing itself. We are descendants. We are creations. We are heirs of the thing itself. And so, as we are forever bound to the Creator of all things, then we know that we are loved by the Creator of all things. Because an ultimate intelligence that knows everything, that's ultimately powerful, that can do anything, anywhere, anytime, chose to create you. Chose to create you with no regrets and no reservations. God isn't somewhere thinking, oh boy, I shouldn't have created Dave. He's not doing what I like. We're doing exactly what God has intended us to do. To live, to grow, to choose, to believe. We're doing everything that we're designed to do. We have everything that we need at our disposal to bring about our good. Everything that we need, we have right now. It's just a matter of how we use our talents, how we use our power, what we choose to believe. And that's where the way it works, that's how this comes into play. So there are three basic tenets here on how it works. It's very simple. But we're all clear on our origin, yes? That we come from God, yes?
Yes.
And we are ourselves made of God's stuff, yes?
Yes.
Because that's all that was around at the time. That's all the materials that were around. God gave up itself to create the universe. So three things to know about the way it works. Number one, thought is cause. Every thought and belief is a seed planted in the fertile soil of spirit. Every thought, every belief. So when a farmer goes out to plant his seeds, and this is a male farmer, but there are female farmers. But when a farmer goes out to plant their seeds, those seeds go into the ground and they produce whatever was planted. Period. The ground doesn't say, well, I think I'll grow tangerines instead of tomatoes. No, you plant tangerines, you get tangerines. You plant tomatoes, you get tomatoes. That's exactly how the law of mind works. You plant a belief into that fertile soil of mind, and it produces results in kind. If you plant into that fertile ground that you are not worthy, that you are not worthy of good, then what are you going to produce? Unworthiness. Proof of your unworthiness. Your unworthiness will be supported and amplified and reflected back to you. That's how it works. But if we plant seeds of empowerment, plant seeds of love, plant seeds of worthiness, then what we get out of that fertile ground is proof of exactly that. Is blessed manifestation of our worth. Manifestations of love. Manifestations of wisdom. Whatever we plant, whatever we reap, we shall sow. Number 2, the law responds. And think of the law in this sense as the ground that we're planting our thoughts into. Just like the planter, just like that farmer planted seeds for tangerines, and it gets tangerines, the law is responsive immediately. That soil starts to work on that seed immediately and starts to produce results. We don't have to pull up the seed to see what the roots are doing and make sure that, oh yeah, it's growing right. Okay, now we can bury it again. No, we don't have to do that. We don't have to check on it. We just know that once we plant it, it starts. And in X amount of time, we're going to have tangerines. That's all we need to know. And in terms of dealing with the mind of the universe and what thoughts we're planting into that mind, if we plant thoughts of worthiness, we don't have to wonder, well, am I going to get a manifestation of worthiness? What's going to happen? No, we don't have to wonder. All we have to do is know that that is what is happening. That our thoughts are producing blessed manifestations of our good at all times. And that brings me to the third point. What we constantly focus on and believe is reflected in our lives. The law of mind turns mental impressions into physical reality. So we will see what we believe. It's not the other way around. We have control over what we believe about what happens to us in life. We have control over seeing our blessings. We have control over blessing others. We have control over our minds. And that is how this whole thing works. Spirit, this great being, operates through each and every one of us. When we have a thought, it goes into that fertile ground. We get manifestation as a result, and there is the movement of God. So what God is not doing, there are some things that God doesn't do that we have to kind of disabuse ourselves from thinking so that we can break through these limitations that we might have in our minds to our good. Okay? The thing itself does not think for us. It doesn't tell us what to think. It doesn't tell us what to believe. It just says yes to whatever it is we think or believe. It just supports that. It just manifests that. So it doesn't tell us what to think. It doesn't judge us in our decisions. The almighty, all-knowing, all-loving, all-powerful creator of all things is not saying, hey, you should drink more coffee. Or you should drink less coffee. Or you should do this, or you should do that, or you're bad for this, or you're bad for that. It's not doing that. It is just saying yes to its creation through love. Because we're all connected to spirit, right? We just proved that with our little math equation. So, I don't know how you treat the things that you love, the people that you love. But if you think about it, our impulse when we're dealing with the things and the people and the places that we love is to give. Isn't it? To give, to support, to embrace. That's what we do with what we love, with who we love. So that is what God does with us. Only loves us, only embraces us, only enriches us. That's it. Another thing God does not do is limit us. We are unlimited. I mean, look at the world that we live in. Look at the fact that we could send a vehicle off to Mars. I was just listening to Science Friday today. They were talking about the Mars rover that's out on Mars collecting samples, and then they're going to send another thing to Mars to go and to collect the samples and to bring them back here. 200 years ago, I mean, we're really just getting grasp of the moon and what it is and what it does. I mean, and now we're sending vehicles off to Mars. There's nothing that we cannot do if we set our minds to it. If we can send a vehicle to Mars, can we all get along?
Yes.
Can we drive on the freeway without cussing somebody out? Maybe. Maybe. Can we bless everyone that we meet and know that they're whole, perfect, and complete just like we are? Living, thinking, growing, making mistakes? I mean, if we could send a vehicle to Mars, surely we can feed everyone on this planet.
Yeah.
Yes? It's just a matter of priorities. It's a matter of what we believe. It's a matter of doing. So there's nothing that we cannot do. Nothing. So God is not limiting us at all. We are only limited by the amount that we can conceive of. That's the only limitation to your good, is your conception of good. So, another thing God doesn't do, and this is a big one, God does not punish us. I'm going to say that again. Because invariably, we'll think as soon as something bad happens, or a string of bad things happen, or a string of unfortunate events occurs, it's like, man, what's God doing to me? Why am I being punished? What did I do to deserve this? Look, God is not keeping score. God doesn't have to keep score. God doesn't have to figure out who's worthy, who's not. Who gets good, who doesn't. That's not a consideration of the all-knowing, almighty, all-loving creator of all things. That is just loving us. The only thing that God says is yes. Yes. So, you're not being punished. The only thing that you're experiencing from God, the only thing that you could ever get from God, is a blessing. Some blessings we recognize and go, oh, wow, that's a blessing. Woo, I love it. And some blessings we don't recognize. Like, what the heck is that? And then maybe 2-3 years down the line, we'll look back and think, oh, boy, that was a blessing, wasn't it? Did that happen? How many times have we done that? Seen something first that's negative, and then it turns out to be the biggest blessing in our lives. So, God is not punishing. And God is not controlling. So, I just want to close with a little bit of home play. Oh, I had a slide for this. Forgive me. But yeah, we can recap this real quick. Yeah, God doesn't think for us, doesn't judge us, doesn't limit us, doesn't punish us, and doesn't control us. That's our bonus. God is not moving us about. We're moving ourselves about. We're moving our minds about. We're moving our beliefs about. And God is bringing us the manifestation of that. And this whole study is a study of how we can control our own minds, to wrap ourselves around the fact that we are constantly with God. That all of our thoughts are creative, that all of our beliefs are creative. Each one of us wields immense power over our good. We can bring about our good. We can bring about more blessings into our lives. So that leads me to our home play. And it's not homework. I don't call it homework. I call it home play. If they call it that in school, you'd have a much better attitude about it, yeah? Maybe. Maybe not. Number one, know that there is no limitation to your good. No matter how good your life is right now, there's more good to be had. There's greater love to be experienced and felt. There's no limitation to the good that you can experience. Period. So practice knowing that fact. There is no limitation to my good. Can we all say that together? There is no limitation to my good. Number two, accept more good today than you did yesterday. Accept more good today than you did yesterday. And how can we find this good? Where do we look for it? It doesn't just pop up.
Yes, it does.
Sure it does. Sure it does. We're surrounded by good. Every time we wake up in the morning, we wake up, we open our eyes, we sit up in bed. That's a reason to be thankful.
I see my kitty cat.
We see your kitty cats. We see our fur babies. We're thankful. We made it to the bathroom without stubbing our toe. Thank you, God.
Get gone.
There's always a reason to be grateful, and there are far more reasons to be grateful than there are to be upset. Every breath, every move, every moment that we have on this planet, we can be grateful. And we can experience that gratitude, and we can know where to apply that gratitude, that thank you. Partially, we apply it to us, ourselves, and in partnership with Spirit. Okay? Here's another one. This is a big one. Reap only what you want to sow. Reap only what you want to sow. Plant those seeds, but don't plant them for okra. I hate okra. I will never go into a garden of any kind and plant okra seeds because I don't like okra. And I forgive you in the back there for loving me. I forgive you. But I'm not going to plant okra seeds because I don't like okra. I am not going to entertain thoughts of unworthiness because I don't want proof of unworthiness appearing in my life. I'm not going to plant seeds of hatred because I don't want more to hate in my life. I'm planting seeds for my good. So, rather than plant those negative seeds that I know will produce results with this fertile ground that we're dealing with, I am only going to plant seeds, thoughts, beliefs that I want to be true in my life. Okay? So if we're reinforcing those negative thoughts and we're like, yep, that's why I'm not worthy. I see proof right there. And then we just keep putting things back into that fertile ground. Change that practice. Change that practice into what you want to see, into the world that you want to experience. And since our lives are a laboratory, and since we're playing with the energies of God anyway, see what the results are in your life. See what comes from your belief in your good, in your connection, in your power. See what comes of that. And lastly, please take yes for an answer. Take yes for an answer. Know that your answer from Spirit will always be yes. And understand the power that indicates. The power that represents. This is the way it works. It works through us. It works for us. It responds to the impress of our thought and belief and gives us manifestations based on that. That's how it works. So I encourage you, keep your thoughts as pure and as real and as loving as you possibly can to get the result of pure love and positivity that will come on the backside of that. That is what we will sow. Good. We plant good, we sow good. Yes?
Yes.
All right. So you guys are on board with the home plate. Yeah?
Yes.
All right. Who doesn't like good anyway? I mean, that's what we're all here for. That's what I'm here for, is good. So let us all take that into prayer. And let's go inside for a moment. Inside to that place beyond all condition. Beyond our fingers and toes, beyond our skin, beyond our muscle and bone. Inside to that place beyond all of that. To the essence of ourselves. And it is from this place of peace, beauty, love, and safety that we declare that there is one. One Spirit, one guide, one force, one mind. And this one is the thing itself. Representing and amplifying all principles of good. All the love, light, power, joy, beauty, and wisdom. And it is an infinite good. Stretching on from the creation of everything to this very day. Good that permeates every single thing that we see. Good that is around every corner. Under every bushel. Always present. Always available. Always loving. And we are part of this one. We are made of this one. And as such, we have access to all the power that God is, to all the love that God is, all the beauty and joy. Each and every one of us has access to that. I know this truth for myself. I know this truth for every single person here and everyone roaming the planet now. We are all equally loved, equally empowered, equally embraced. And as we enjoy the perfect unfoldment of Spirit in our lives, we know that Spirit is also in Southern California. God is also with people who've just lost their homes, their businesses, their possessions. And we can know this truth for them as well as we reach out to help. We can also know that God is also reaching out. And that each one of us are reaching out as representatives of God. Representatives of love. Reaching out to help. To embrace. To amplify the truth of God's constant presence. And so I'm happy to know this. I'm happy to proclaim it. And it is with a joy in my heart that I release these words, knowing that they're true and done, knowing that these words of love and power and joy and beauty are immediately acted upon by the fertile ground of the universe. These are the seeds that we plant, knowing that we'll see manifestations of love, of power, of joy, of beauty, of wisdom in our lives right now. And so let us release these words in giddy expectancy of all of that and more. Knowing that we're one with God, knowing that we are loved by God. And let us release this prayer with the words, and so it is.
So it is. All that you just want to show you that your time is arriving, and that living here right now is so much more than surviving. I just want to share this world with you. Share this world with you, and I just want to share this world with
Oh, thank you, Billy. That was wonderful. We are a center that observes the spiritual practice of giving and tithing. We call it conscious, committed, and structured giving. There are many ways to give and share your abundance consciousness. We give of our time through volunteering. We give of our talents through participation. And just a little bit about that. About your time and your participation and your volunteering. We are about to have our annual meeting. And in that annual meeting, we will be electing new board members. And if you feel an urge to join the board, if you feel an urge to help take part in how this center is shaped and what we do moving forward, then please, I want to encourage you. And if you have talents, and we all have talents, I encourage you to check out the board. See about what it takes to be a board member, and I just want to encourage you to do that because, hey, we run on volunteers around here, and we are very appreciative of our current board and all the great work that they've done and future boards. So that's just a plug for the board. Now, moving on with my announcement. We give of our treasure through financial donations. Your gifts help us in our mission to provide a sanctuary for all to be lifted and inspired to embody spiritual principles and live their inherent greatness. Every quarter, we share a portion of our tithe with a different local organization with values similar to our own. This month, our tithing partner is Meals on Wheels. They are they're a fantastic organization that feeds people. And we all need to eat. And my late father, he drove for Meals on Wheels and just had a great time doing that. And this is just a great organization, and they're headquartered like our next door neighbor down there. So
And they helped me.
and they helped Bobby when she was interned and she could not cook or couldn't cook for herself. They brought her meals. That was Meals on Wheels that did that also. Fantastic. So yes, they have values that align with our own, so we are taking a part of our tithe and helping out that organization as well. There are several ways to give. You can text to give to that phone number. You can also visit our website at cslyolo.org and click on the Donate Now button to donate there. And you can also send us a check or money order to that address. And one last thing you can do is do it the old-fashioned way and put some money in the plate that is coming around to you right now. So now that we know why we give and we know how to give, let us enter into that sacred consciousness of divine abundance. And I ask you to place your hand over your heart, symbolizing that vibrational energy of circulation, and say with me our abundance affirmation. I give with an attitude of abundance, knowing that as I give, I do receive. Today, I celebrate my prosperity and my ability to share from my overflow of good. I give from the knowledge that all is well.
God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. For I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. God is my source,
blessed and released these gifts to do their work of proclaiming the good news that all is well. As we have freely given according to the law of circulation, it returns to us, full measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. So we will always have more to enjoy and to spare, to give and to share. For this we give thanks. We let it be so, and so it is. So, we have a special message to the children that are here with us today. We've got a slide locked and loaded for you guys already. We want to say we love you.
We love you.
We're here for you.
We're here for you.
And we're so glad you're here.
And we're so glad you're here.
All right. We believe in the power of connection at this center. And what does that mean? We believe that we are connected, unbreakably connected to Spirit. And we're also connected to each other. And that connection has power. And one of the ways that we exercise that power is through prayer. So if you find yourself in need of prayer today, please let us know. We have prayer practitioners here. You can come to any one of us. We got 3 prayer practitioners here. And you can come to us and pray and get prayer in our nice little prayer section that's over there in the corner. And it is our pleasure, it is our duty to pray for you and to see God working its way through your life and to see the absolute best about you and for you and with you. So if you are the shy type and you would just like prayer, you can fill out a prayer request and put it in our prayer box in the back that has a great big yes on it. You can also, if you're online, you can visit CSL Yolo.org. And you can click on the practitioners section of that website, and you can leave us an email there. And that prayer request will be prayed on all week and seen only by practitioners. So, yes, we have no reason not to get prayer if you need it. So please come to us for prayer, and it is something that we love to do. Lastly, we have fellowship downstairs. So please join us downstairs after the service in the fellowship hall for, I don't know what's, vittles. Great vittles down there, I'm told. And we got coffee and tea if you're not the vittle type. But please come down and join us for fellowship, fun, and frolic. And all of that happens after the service. There's also some games. There's foosball down there. I don't know if you guys know foosball, but we got foosball. There's a pool table down there. So, I mean, we got everything. So join us downstairs in the fellowship hall after the service. And all of that happens after our closing song and benediction, which we will have now. And we're changing up our closing song. So
That's right. We got this new song starting out for 2025. It's called God is Good. All you got to do is stand up, and you can clap along if you'd like. God is good all the time. God is good all the time. God is always there for me. So I let go and let it be. Love is good all the time. Love is good all the time. Love is always there for me. So I let go and let it be. God is good all the time. God is good all the time. God is always there for me. So I let go and let it be. Last night, God is always there for me. So I let go and let it be.
go forth today. Go forth today and know that God loves you. And know that you are powerful beyond measure. And only reap what you want to sow. And so it is.
So it is.